Hello and welcome to SoBricks. I'm Adam and this is SoBricks. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Romantic Valentine Picnic set. This is set number 40236. It has 126 pieces and I paid $20 for this set. This is a set for Valentine's Day. That is the day that this is going to be coming out on, and I wanted to do something special for that, and this Lego does, Valentine-esque sets at various points. So this has, kind of a thing up here that you could write something on if it was given as a gift. Has some little cupids and a heart down there, and the build itself appears to be a sort of romantic picnic type setting. I am traveling for Valentine's Day, so my release schedule is not like super far out. I might not have anything on Monday, but I did want to get this one out for sure. So in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. And while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So until then, enjoy. Okay, so while we look at the build for this Lego Romantic Valentine Picnic set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching, and then remind you, if you like the video, click the thumbs up. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button. That helps me a lot. You can support the channel. You can give money to the channel, membership, supers, and thanks. There's also the Patreon in the video description, affiliate links, all that good stuff. Buy me a coffee. It means a lot to me. It helps a lot. This set comes together relatively quick. It does have Brittle brown in it, though. It is from 2017, and I did encounter some issues with that, and I do talk about that in the full review, so that's a little bit unfortunate, but overall still a fine set, and happy to celebrate. So now on to my review for this set. Okay, so that is this Lego Romantic Valentine Picnic set. This is great. However, this is another set that I guess I maybe could have placed, but I wasn't able to place. This is a set that has some of the Brittle brown. I think it's technically kind of like the reddish brown or something. Some of these pieces cracked. I heard them crack. I don't know if it was, I don't know if it would be able to hear them on the sped up video, but I can try to show those as I go. Overall, I really liked this set. I think it's not perfect, but it's really good. It reminds me of that like hedgehog picnic, which I think also had a heart shape kind of going on for it. So there's some similarities here, but we'll get right into this. And the first thing we will look at is the minifigures. You get two minifigures in this set. So the first one here, we have this minifigure is wearing kind of a coat with a shirt with a star on it. Pretty generic hair, generic face, no alternate face. Kind of has a hood on the back. Printing for this is fine, kind of like a city figure. No printing on the midsection, no printing on the legs, no printing on the arms. It does come with this really nice printed mail piece here, and I think this is, I'm not sure. This one has like an extra little heart in the wax seal there, and it has that extra kind of cursive on it. So that's nice. I don't know exactly what it says, but that's a nice little thing. I don't think I've seen that exact tile before. Overall, a fine figure here. The next one, we have this character, so generic, pretty standard ponytail hair piece here. Looking at the face printing, this one, they have the sunglasses on the face, which means we also do have an alternate face here, which is good to get. They're wearing kind of a tank top, the necklace that is a heart up there. They have the tank top sort of thing with butterflies and flowers up the side. Nothing on the arms, nothing on the midsection, nothing on the leg. Back of the torso is very basic. They are holding a chocolate bar piece with that nice gold bow on it, so that is very good. There's several prints in this that I was excited to see. And then we kind of build all this side stuff. So presumably these are maybe a couple or friends or whoever that are attending this sort of romantic Valentine's or Valentine picnic here. And, February, hopefully they are somewhere with good weather because at the time of recording this, the weather where I live is not so good. We do build this little tray, has a bottle and kind of that translucent green there. We put a tile on top, a couple glasses as well in the translucent, so that's a little bit off to the side. And then there's this. Now, I may have mixed up some colors. There are some of the older style like flower studs, or at least that's what I'm calling them. They only have like 4 little petal elements coming off of them. Let me grab some from the extra pieces here so we can see what those look like. I have a feeling I did something wrong with the greens. I'm assuming there was like a light green and a dark green or a regular green, but these just have like the 4 petals, a lot different than the modern kind of flower stud pieces. So that's a little bit different. Good to get those, but these are essentially like a bench or a table with some sandwiches on there, I want to say. So it's got like the red stud in there and a green leafy something. I think they're supposed to be sandwiches, but I'm not 100% sure. The breads are maybe a little bit different color. That's what that indicates to me. This kind of little bench thing is made with brittle brown. At least, I kind of noticed it when I was trying to put the 1x2s on the bottom of this 2x4 plate. It seemed like it was a tight fit, and then affixing these 2x2 jumpers on top of that plate, it caused those jumpers to crack. So you can maybe just see here going this way, here this way. This one has it right there. And if I take this off, wow. So trying to remove that just broke this chunk right off. So very, very brittle. That's actually a pretty good example to show like what the issue is here. This plastic is just very, very brittle. So I'll have to get some replacement parts for some of that stuff. But I did hear it cracking, as I was building, and I suppose I could have avoided it. I did want to get this video out before for Valentine's Day. And yeah, I know this one cracked as well, but it did not just shatter or break off when I put it or when I took it off there. So this is really interesting that you don't see, you hate to see it, but believe they have fixed that. So I'll contact Lego support to maybe get some more. But that's the little bench there. And this is just, that 2017, I think 2016, 2017, 2018 is kind of the era of this issue with the brittle brown. And so I think some Chima sets, that were releasing around that time, and all sorts of different stuff. I think there's some like Lord of the Rings set or Hobbit sets that were coming around that time that had a lot of that. And that's a real bummer, but hopefully all those pieces can get replaced. We build this little section here just on a kind of corner rounded plate there. And this is like a little planter or something. It's a 1x1 brick with studs on the side. We put those red tiles on there. I kind of like the look of that. It's nice. I have a little stuff growing here on the grass, and then we have the 2 different colors on a 6 stem there. I actually think this looks nice, different than just the other flower studs that I'm used to seeing. And I wouldn't mind if, they still had these. They may still make these, and, having those be used in conjunction with some of the other flower studs and like botanical like pieces that they've used for different details, because I think it's always nice to have additional kind of shapes, and I think these could pair really well. I actually liked how this looked, this flower, and partially is because it's not like something I've super seen before, just because of those colors there. And then we kind of go on to the rest of the build. This set is sort of disjointed, is sort of segmented here. So, this stuff is just intended to be off on the side. The bench or the table or whatever with the, I guess, the sandwiches is supposed to be kind of on its own. And same with the little tray. But then we have like 3 more sections. So if we look at these sections, it might be hard to see, but this makes a heart. So it is, if I flip it upside down, we can probably kind of see what that would look like if you have all of these together. And I'm sure there's an easier way to do this. Something like that, it makes a little bit of a heart. Or if I were to, it doesn't matter which way these really go, but something like that, we have this little heart patch of grass, which is fine, but they're not connected in any real way. So we do this one over here. Again, some greenery. This is where maybe I encountered an issue. I think this like lighter green, which is for the bottom of these flowers here, maybe that was supposed to be the darker green and I just mixed it up. But then we have like the orange and the yellow kind of going there, a little bit of the sprigs. We built this really nice kind of fountain water feature there using that heart crystal piece, which is good. Super simple, but not too many pieces. Nice little build throughout here, and I think it looks really good scale wise. It's nice, so I like that a lot. And then we build this. Now this one is interesting. This has a lot of the brown. This is the other kind of heart section, and is essentially like a little tree build, and I like that. I appreciate that. It's on the same kind of plate. We have the red flower stud here. We also have the red flower studs throughout. Interesting to me, these bigger like leaf pieces I think are a different color than I'm used to seeing them. This one is a different color from these. There's almost something that feels like vaguely translucent about them. I don't know. They're just, I know that they're not see-through, but it almost looks like maybe they let a little bit of light through more than just a traditional like brick or plate or piece. So that was kind of unique. The tree is built up really simply. For the trunk, we use different slopes. So we have this one here, that would be brittle. These ones, these bigger ones or steeper ones, I don't think those are brittle. I think that's like dark brown, and this is like reddish brown or dark reddish brown or something. And I think that's the one that has the problem. So that means that like this piece here, these arch pieces I fear are brittle brown, as well as some of the connective like plates and bricks in here. I think some of those I heard crack when I was building. I don't see anything right now. If I were to tear this apart, maybe I would start to notice where the issues are occurring, but as is, it seems fine. So a nice little tree. We got a little birdhouse here, just using a Technic brick with the cheese wedge. And then there's a bird build up top, which I think is really nice. It uses the 1x1 with the clip for the feet or the claws or the talons. Got some wings here, the beak, and some nice coloration. Very basic, but that works for me. So good to get that, and hopefully it doesn't tear apart too much. And again, I do like the red, or like the 4 kind of petal flower pieces here that were used. Just a nice change of pace. And then we have this is sort of the main picnic grounds here. So it's an 8x8 plate, which is very good. We have a balloon over here, and then we build out this little area kind of with a picnic blanket. So we alternate jumper tiles there. So those are all jumper plates rather, and none of them are tiles. We put these 2x2 round pieces there for maybe like seats or pillows. That's where the characters might sit. We have a teddy bear over here. Maybe that's part of the gift for the romantic Valentine thing there. And then we have this stuff. This is really interesting. So I'll pop this off. We get this little tray of food stuff. So it looks to me to be chocolate, maybe a mousse or ice cream or something like that, a truffle, maybe a cookie here. This I didn't recognize, and I was like, is that shrimp cocktail? Is that like, what is that? I'm thinking maybe it's like a Danish, a pastry that's sort of like a puff pastry with like a jelly or a preserve or something in the inside. Where I'm from, they call those like a Danish. And I'm wondering if maybe that's what it is, but I'm not 100% sure. It's an interesting print. It's a print that I haven't seen a ton, so like to get that. And then we got the strawberry print over here, so that's really cool. And then this, I was really happy to get because I don't know if I have any of these. This is, I believe, supposed to be a pineapple. It's a Lego minifigure head with these printed on lines all the way on it on both sides, not all the way around, of course, because that's impossible. And then again, maybe I'm using the wrong green on here for the top, but I think this is supposed to be a pineapple. I could see this being included in like some of the summer fun and funky VIP parts packs they've done at various points, but I can't remember if I've seen that before. I thought it was cool to see that here, so I think that's a handy piece. Like to see that. And that's everything that's in this set. So when you put this together, I mean, there's not any way in the set that these plates that are kind of go to make the heart formation connect to that main 8x8 square. They just sort of abut or, you know, butt up next to it. And that's that. And, you know, this stuff then we can kind of get around here and we can add different stuff. The kind of image there has the like teddy bear and the display thing or the stand for it moved off of the blanket, and then it moved some of the little like seat things around so that these characters can sit, enjoy each other's company here, and we can kind of populate this out. I think, you know, if this is supposed to be a play set, it's fine. There's like, I guess, stuff. There's some storyline here. There is some, there's some play to be had. If it is supposed to be kind of more display oriented, it's not the best. It's too disjointed for me. Too many like separate elements and no way to like bring them all together. And then even when it is all together, it does feel a little bit busy, a little bit messy here. So like the tree is not that much taller than a figure sitting down. So it just, you know, can cover up some of the scene depending on what angle you're looking at it from. And, you know, this one I think works pretty well, but I would have liked if they connected these in some way. It'd be easy enough to do that on my own, but just for what's in the box, I don't love when stuff is kind of all separate elements like this. It just, it makes it a little more likely that I'll lose something or that it feels like incomplete, and I would have more difficulty trying to display this or even play with this, you know, the way that it is. So not my favorite there. I believe the hedgehog one that I did reference had the heart like plates, probably using similar pieces, but I think they were connected to each other. So just a little difference there. Other than that, you know, this is fun. It's romantic. Happy Valentine's Day to people who celebrate. I like when they do these things. This is a, you know, it's an older one, 8 years ago now. So they have done other, you know, Valentine-esque romantic themed date type things, you know, since then, and I'm sure there are even gift with purchases and different sets available, you know, today as of recording this that are modern sets that are good for like this kind of occasion. But I really wanted to take a look at this one, so I'm glad that I did. I'll show the extra pieces because we do get some. I already showed some of the flower studs, and part of the reason I think I made a mistake is because I do have 2 of the kind of darker green that are in this. I also am not sure about these cheese wedges. I couldn't tell if these were the same color or different color, so I didn't know which one would go on the birdhouse or which one would go on the bird itself. That's just my color blindness coming into play. But you do get an extra of like the strawberry print, the cookie print or the pastry, as well as the Danish and or shrimp cocktail and or something, although, you know, or it's just like crackers and spread, or it's I have no idea what that is, but you do get an extra one of those, which is always nice. Pretty standard. There are a lot of tiny pieces in here. You do get a good amount of different colors for the older kind of 4-petal flower studs. That makes it difficult for me when I'm building, but is nice to get those in there. And this set is 126 pieces, and I paid $20 for it. I don't know what it retailed for. I wanted to say maybe this was a gift with purchase at some point, but I might be wrong about that. Seasonal, Valentine's Day, let's see here. It looks like, yeah, $20. Oh, the retail price was $5 in 2017. Is that right? That doesn't seem... Is that right? That would be surprising to me if that was the case. But maybe I'm just way out of touch. Let me see here and see if I... set was listed and priced at $5. Yeah, I mean, you know, for $5, this is that was maybe only from January to February, like January 2nd of 2017 to February 19th of 2017. So just around the holiday, maybe it had a promotional price, but then for the rest of its life, it was $10. And then, yeah, $20 for a sealed one feels about right. That's what the current value apparently is running at. Used ones are a little bit different. And then, of course, you know, have the brittle brown in here, which is unfortunate, but that's just the reality of that period of the Lego history. And I'll contact Lego about getting some of these pieces replaced here. But, you know, value-wise, is this $20 worth of Lego? No, probably not. I think $5 if it was purchased in 2017 for, you know, about a month. That's a great deal. Would be a great deal today. $10 retail price makes sense. They do these at around that price still, like similar stuff to this. And so, yeah, I think that makes sense. I'm happy I was able to look at this. Glad I was able to have a special video to celebrate the holiday, and I think that's it. I like this okay, but it could be better. It could be better. And I don't love this, even though, you know, that's the romantic Valentine kind of thing. But either way, that's all right. So if you like this video, please click the thumbs up and give it a like. If you like my other videos, click the subscribe button down below so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more seasonal stuff, holiday stuff, tons of other Lego sets from all different themes, all different shapes, size, price point, piece count, tons of different stuff. Maybe more stuff with more brittle brown, hopefully not, but I probably already have some sets that are in my backlog that aren't built yet that do include some of that, so we'll have to see and kind of just take that as we go. But I'll be covering tons of sets. If you're interested, maybe consider subscribing. It helps me a lot, means a lot to me. We're on the road to 2,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. If you wanted to support the channel, you can give the channel money directly, membership supers and thanks, Patreon, buy me a coffee link, other links in the description. So all that really helps financially support the channel, and it means a lot to me. So thank you very much. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.